almost. It's taken a second. Hey guys, it's Tamara and Heidi.
Hi, good to see y'all. I'm so excited.
I know. Heidi has moved from Texas to Tennessee, and I'm from Kentucky. So you're now only like 2 hours away from me instead of like a 12-hour drive. So
I know it's way easier. So they came over to stay the night, and Charlie just cooked me the best omelet ever. With some oat milk. She wasn't ready for that, but she did a great job. And then last night you cooked all kinds of stuff for us.
Yeah. So Heidi said, I'm not good at cooking. When you come, can you teach me how to cook like you cook? And so I gave her a grocery list. She scoured the country for all the things to go in it. And it wasn't even that difficult, I think, the things to find, but
it was. Me and Bobby almost had to FaceTime her because we couldn't find mixed vegetables in a can. We looked forever, could not find them.
But we ended up making chicken pot pie. We did just some fried potatoes with Greek seasoning, and then peach cobbler. And I'm not used to Heidi's oven, so the peach cobbler came out a little undercooked. But
I think it was perfect because it was just like, sugar and butter. Oh my gosh, so good. So good.
Do you feel confident enough that you think you could make it cook it again?
I can paint a picture of it, but I cannot cook it by myself. You're going to have to come back.
Okay. We'll do a round two.
Yeah.
Good morning, Brenda. Hey, Carrie. I see lots of ladies popping in the comments. Heidi and I both have a lot of fun things coming up this fall for painting, like workshops and things. So we wanted to come on and chat about that, but also just kind of encourage you a little bit, talk about getting together with friends who love the things that you love. I had quite the ordeal trying to get here yesterday. I think I detoured 4 different times from my normal route. This is my daughter, Charlie. But it was worth it. And Charlie did look over at me at one point when I was feeling really stressed about all the detours. She goes, "It's okay, Mama. I know we're having a hard time getting there, but once we get there, it's going to be so worth it."
Oh, you're so cute.
She adores Heidi.
She's so sweet. Yeah, she's playing with Piper under the table. I'm looking for her now. I don't know where it went.
Right here. Charlie and Heidi's dog have become fast friends. It wasn't, yes. I mean, it took a minute, but and when we first arrived.
Piper tries to eat everyone that visits, and so it just takes a minute. So as soon as they got used to each other, they were fine. Now they're like best friends.
Now they're buddies.
That's good.
Hey, Patricia. Hi, Wendy. Hello, Sheila.
We're just having coffee and chatting about some fall ball and your workshop. So we're just going to let you know kind of what's going on. Sound good?
We've done a little bit of painting last night after dinner. We came up here to this is Heidi's art studio that we're currently in. And we did a little bit of painting together.
She just noticed that it's a full door and she goes, "Why?" I was like, I think the people who owned this house before had a bed and breakfast and they had like a big pool table up here. And I think they just made, so if you hate your art, you can just chunk it off. Yeah.
There's a door that leads to nowhere.
Yeah.
But you can't open it.
But last night we did a little bit of painting together, and I ended up painting our fall workshop design on a canvas because I wanted you guys to see that you can trace this on canvas or whatever. I just printed out the 8-inch size of the template. So it's normally a door hanger like this, which I can show you a picture if you're watching from Heidi's page and haven't seen it. But I just traced the same design on canvas and left the words off. I do feel like it still needs something up here. So I might add the words later. I don't know.
What do y'all think? Should she add the words or should she add something different? Let us know. Hey, Vicky. Hey, Wendy. She said, I bet you're loving Tennessee.
Is it a major difference from Texas?
Oh my gosh, yes.
The first thing I heard her say was, "There's so many ticks."
Ticks.
Okay. Right in the summertime.
So many ticks in the summer. We've had our share of those. And then there's so many fireflies. It is like freaking beautiful. I love it. Yeah.
And there's so many trees here. You said that, and the rolling, Texas was real flat.
Where we were. There are places in Texas that have the hills, but we were not in that area. And this is just like, Charlie got car sick, didn't she?
Yeah. We had to detour like 3 times, and it kept taking us to back roads that were kind of very hilly and windy. And she was getting very car sick on the way here. So,
do you want to tell them? I know we're supposed to be on here, y'all, to share about a couple things, but we have a couple stories. Did you want to? So yesterday you were teaching me to cook, and you said I was like, how did you learn how to do this? And you were telling me what you did when you were younger. And I thought that was the coolest thing.
So when I was in my young 20s, newly married, I could make a couple of basic dishes like spaghetti, something that I had made over and over again.
That's my best, by the way. That's one of the only dishes I can cook.
She told me yesterday, she's like, I can make pasta.
I think it's funny calling it a dish. I've never said it like that.
Hey, if you put it on a plate, it becomes a dish.
Oh, fancy.
But I couldn't make a lot of things back then. I was nervous to try new recipes or learn new things. And so a group of girlfriends and I, who were all around that same age, some of us were married, some were engaged, some were still single. We used to get together about once or twice a month in each other's like homes or apartments. Mm-hmm. And whoever was hosting the party that night bought all the groceries to make the meal that they were going to teach to us and feed us. And so there was like 4 or 5 of us, maybe 6, I don't know. But we would gather around the kitchen and she would assign different ones of us a part of it to do. So like there was one night we made chicken and dumplings and she would assign one of us to like pull the chicken off the bone. And another person was to cut up we just use canned biscuits. So that's a halfway homemade recipe you can totally do, which we'll get to that in a minute. But we would get together. And so here was the requirements. The host bought the groceries and printed out the recipe in multiple copies so that she could hand it out to the other guests after they're there. And we all took part in cooking the meal. Well, while the meal was cooking, we would sit and chat or play a card game. We would eat, play more cards. It was just a chance to get together, learn to make something new that we'd never made before. And we all left with a new recipe. And it built so much confidence in me in those early days in having multiple things that I felt confident to be able to cook. Yeah. And being able to learn it alongside another person my age felt very doable. Oh. Which actually, now that I'm saying that, like this feels very like what you and I do. We're teaching somebody alongside us step by step how to paint or do whatever. And it's so much easier to do that with somebody guiding you and doing it right beside you. Yeah. Instead of handing you a recipe and be like, here, do this. Yeah.
It went like even Charlie doing the omelet this morning. Mm-hmm. And I'm watching her do it. I'm just like, okay, I mean, she's 10. If she can do it, I should be able to do it. But those were the best eggs I've ever had.
And you saw she panicked and she was about to just give up on it.
True.
She was in the messy middle. That's what I call it when you're stuck in the middle of the painting. Yeah. You feel like you can't see the end of it. So I walked over to her. I said, turn the heat down low and just let it sit and simmer because it's got to cook all that moisture off. She put too much oat milk in it. And so it had to kind of cook all of that off. And so she didn't burn the eggs. We just turned it on low heat. And when it was done, Heidi was like, these are so good. And so it was worth it to get to the end there.
Yeah. I have a question. I know some of you might have a question too, but when you played cards, did you gamble?
No.
Dang it. That would have been so fun.
We would do like phase 10 or sometimes it wasn't cards. Sometimes it was like categories or taboo or different board game type games.
Yeah. Y'all's, mine was way different when I was newly married. It was a lot of frozen pizzas, actually almost all frozen pizzas. And then I remember me and Bobby were so broke. We had this time where we used to take hamburger buns and then we would put butter on it. And then we would put garlic seasoning and then we would put a little bit of shredded cheese and you put it in the broiler for like 4 minutes tops. Well, that's all we had to eat that night. And then I burnt all of it. And I was like, we were like picking it off the bottom. I was like, this is our dinner. But we were just so bad with money. If we got a paycheck, we were like, let's go to the mall and then we'll eat burnt toast. Yeah. I wish I would have known you back then. It would have been I would have been fed way better.
Yeah. And I was telling Heidi, like, if you're trying to learn to cook, some of the easiest recipes you can do are the ones that are halfway homemade, where you're not making the pie crust from scratch. You're buying the refrigerated pie crust. And I'm teaching you how to just dump all the ingredients in and then cover it with another pie crust and stick it in the oven. And that crust was probably your favorite part last night.
Oh my gosh. It was good. Everything was good raw. Like I ate everything raw. The potatoes. We're talking
about chicken pot pie, by the way. And she's like eating the stuff that goes in the pot pie with a spoon. She wasn't
and the what you call it? The peach cobbler.
The dough for the peach cobbler. It tastes like sugar cookie dough.
Oh, so good. Yeah, we didn't need to really cook anything. We really could have just gone without cooking.
Marina said, I'll have to hook you both up with my Pampered Chef live cooking shows. I used to go to those as a kid too, or not as a kid, but as like a young 20 something. And I loved those because not only did you get to learn how to do something, but you got to eat too. And of course, they're trying to sell you their Pampered Chef tools and stuff. So I do have some Pampered Chef things in my kitchen.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Okay. You want to tell them about the
workshop?
The workshop
Sure.
and the fall ball?
I'm going to pop a picture up on the screen because I forgot to bring the actual door hanger with me to show you. But if you have not heard, August 5th and 7th, we're doing a pumpkins and pickups workshop where we're painting this pumpkin truck door hanger. It says welcome home. We're going to teach you how to do that beautiful ombre sky. And if you're looking at this and already thinking, there's no way. Somebody actually commented on my Facebook page and said, you mean to tell me I can paint like that?
Mm-hmm.
And that's the instant thought that they have. There's no way I could paint like that. Well, you probably would think there's no way you could make a peach cobbler like that. But you walked through the steps with me last night. And if you even said, I should have made a video of this so I could follow the video again when I go to make it again. And it's the same thing with painting. If you can follow the video and do the steps that I do, you can achieve something you're proud of and want to hang on the wall or on the door or set it on your shelf.
And I want to say too, like me and Pixie recently and Bobby, we were taking clay classes. Y'all, I've never done a potter's wheel, none of that. I mean, I've seen it on Ghost, on the movie Ghost, but I've never. And by the way, Bobby did. Oh, so thankful. While I was doing that, he reached around.
Recreated the moment.
He recreated the moment. I was so excited. We don't have it on video, unfortunately, because it happened very fast, but I was very excited. But here's the thing, I went into that class not knowing anything and then left with stuff that I'm not real proud of it. Well, I'm real proud of it, but nobody else. I mean, you're
not going to be selling them anytime soon.
I'm not going to be selling them. They're not going to be, they're not going to be cute like this from Amazon, but you know what I mean? And so Pixie's still taking it and she's getting better and better and better. And I think that's what me and Tamara always talk about. It's about practice. It's about finding somebody who knows what you're doing and then watch what they're doing and then mimic it and basically copy what we're doing so you can learn it. So I think we just have to give ourselves grace more. And it's really cool. When you do pick something up like that, you're just oh my gosh. And I wanted to show y'all real quick a difference too. Even with paint parties, this is kind of the same paintings, but this is a painting that I would teach at a paint party where this is more shadow, more shading, where I just turned on the music and didn't think about, I need to make sure this is doable. So remember, me and Tamara, anytime we're teaching you something, we are teaching you something that we know we can teach you how to do it. We're not going to teach you something where you're going to have failure. We want to teach you so simply that you're oh my gosh, I did that. And then you can start gaining confidence as you're doing these skills.
There's been lots of times when I'm planning something like this to teach. And partway through, I had a plan in my head of what technique I was going to do. And all of a sudden I realized that's going to be too involved for a workshop. They're not going to be able to learn this, in a workshop setting. I'm going to have to table that for another project sometime. And that type of thing, I will usually teach inside my membership in a technique spotlight where we're going a little deeper on one specific thing I want them to learn.
Right.
And so that's a little harder to teach to a group of beginners who've never picked up a paintbrush before.
Yeah, I'm not going to teach all the shading at a paint party. There's no way. They would hate it. They would be frustrated. I would be frustrated. And ugly paintings are bad for our business. They really are.
And that's why I didn't tell you to buy all the stuff to make the pie crust from scratch last night.
Thank you.
And because I could have taught you to make cream of chicken soup from scratch that goes in the middle of it. I could have taught you to make the pie crust from scratch.
Can we all just do a round of applause for Tamara's hair? Look at how cute it is.
I'm working today. This is dirty hair too. It's wow, needs to be washed.
I'm mine's so flat. I want Tamara hair. I need to get some volume.
The trick to this kind of volume is to wear your hair up in something the day before. And then right before bed, I took it down. So when I woke up, it was already had volume up here because I had wore it half up yesterday.
So I should have done a little.
Yeah, we need to do hair tutorials. Oh, that's
my
adorable.
gosh.
Look how cute that
Should
looks.
we do hair tutorials? That would be so look, we're squirreling.
We have so much ADHD between me, you, Charlie, Pixie.
Oh my gosh. Poor Bobby
we should
last
tell them
night.
about Walmart.
Oh, y'all, Walmart was we have so much to say.
I know.
We're not
There's
going
so
to
many
get through it
things.
all. Okay. Walmart was the cool. Okay. So
Walmart in Franklin.
I have never been to a Walmart this. I bought Jessica Simpson jeans at Walmart yesterday. Like, what the heck? Those I usually get them at Dillard's. That
Yeah.
was so awesome. And then, what was the nail thing?
There was a kiosk, like a little vendor thing. And I thought it was one of those things that you put your finger in and it's like a robot that paints your nails. But upon closer examination, it was not that. You could make your own custom color nail polish.
Yeah.
And so you
From
pretty
a
much
robot.
use the screen to pick your colors and choose like what colors you want to mix and the color, and you make a custom $9 for a bottle of nail polish, custom color. And we should have done it, but we didn't. We were too busy squirreling.
Oh my
out
gosh,
all through the store.
we were probably at that Walmart 2 hours.
It was a long time.
It was a long time.
And this is the only Walmart in the whole country that has this thing called a Create Studio. Right as soon as you walk in on the right, my Walmart usually has all the carts right there. Like you grab it.
Oh yeah.
But this one, it was like a whole studio. And inside they had like a place where you could do karaoke, a place where you could record podcasts. It was like
literally a podcast studio.
It was amazing. Not necessarily anything that I would use very much, but I could see if
it was so cool. A podcast studio, like you could rent it by the hour and then go film all your podcasts at Walmart.
Well, I'm thinking like we're in Nashville too, where so many people move here to become music stars and they don't know where to start. They can't afford all of the equipment that it takes to do a recording, to do all of the mixing, to make their demo tape. And you can do all of that inside this Create Studio inside of Walmart.
Yeah. Tony's asking, is it the only Walmart in Franklin? I have no idea. Like,
no, he said that was the only one in the country. And it's in Franklin, Tennessee. And it's the only one. Yeah, it's crazy. There's a whole TikTok video about it. If you will go on TikTok or whatever, or Google Create Studio in Walmart, there are videos that show you what it's like inside there. It's really neat. Yeah,
Diego is the guy that works there, and he walked us through everything. And then he did a really cool stop motion that Tamara, she got a video of it. And it was so cool. He did like a Wolverine and Deadpool stop motion. And it was just the coolest thing. I mean, he showed us all the soundboards and a bunch of fancy stuff I don't know the words for, but oh my gosh, we went into Walmart, and between me, you, Pixie, and Charlie, who are literally like representation, like just
they're miniature versions.
Like every one of us had we went down the school supply aisle for 40 minutes. It felt like, I mean, all of us were just like so excited.
We came in for rotisserie chicken and sliced cheese.
American cheese.
American cheese. And we squirreled out to the school supply aisle, the toy aisle, the nail polish booth, all the things.
It was so fun. I can't wait to go back. Me and Pixie are already planning a trip back. I can't wait.
And you've lived here since when? March? And you've never been to a Walmart?
No. So our Walmart in Granbury, I mean, I love Granbury, don't get me wrong, but the Walmart there is not really that good. And so I would avoid it at all costs. And so whenever Charlie said she wanted to go to Walmart, I was like, really? And as soon as we walked in, I was like, what? I've been here all the time. I've been here 4 months and never been to the Walmart. So I'm very excited.
It's only 15 miles from her house. And she's like, this is like a blue Target.
Yeah, that's what Pixie said. She goes, it's a blue Target.
Yeah, it's way nicer than my Walmart back home.
Oh my gosh, it's so crazy.
Allie Anderson said, I've done a couple of workshops that did have all of the shading and it was super involved. She said, luckily I'd done a few door hangers with you and I knew to trust the process and not throw in the door hanger across the room in the middle of it. Truth be told, I did almost quit several times on the first one, but they did turn out super cute.
Yeah, it's always like that with things. Like we got to give ourselves time to fail and to make mistakes.
I was just interviewing one of my Painters Clubhouse members last week, and she was talking about how she cried through her first door hanger that she did because she was stuck in that messy middle. And mentally, she was having a hard time like coaching herself to not give up on it. But she said, I was so proud of that when I was done. She said, I still have it. She said, somebody wanted to buy it from me. And I was like, nope, I'm keeping this one. This one represents how hard it was for me to work through that. But she said, once I got through that first one, I felt so much more confident to do the next project and the next one. And so it's just amazing.
Gosh. Yeah, that's the thing. And me and Tamara, we were literally like it was so cool. Last night we were painting with no cameras. We were just like up here painting. And if you know either of us, what you do, because you're on here, we are always on camera painting. So it was nice just to like paint, and we were talking about you, and we were talking about how, just like we struggled when we started. I mean, I remember one of my very first paintings was of a giant Lion King Simba head, and it was on my wall in my bedroom. My mom, I was bored one summer, and I said, "Can I paint on my wall?" And she said, "Yeah." And I was like, "Really? I can paint on my wall?" And she said, "Yeah." And so I spent the next year painting a giant Simba head that I literally was trying to mix colors because they didn't have all the beautiful mixed colors already. And I remember just like having the wrong shade, and I would repaint it and then repaint it. I repainted that thing 3 times until I got the right shade. And I spent a year on it.
Wow.
And so it was just crazy. And so I think sometimes like when we're younger, we're like, it's okay to mess up. And then as we get older, we have this like block where now we can't mess up. And that's not true. Like all the great things come from learning how to make a, chicken pot pie. What did we make?
Chicken pot pie.
Chicken pot pie and the peach thing, whatever. Like we learn it and then we get better and better and better. And I told Tamara, I said, I think in like 5 years, you're going to come to visit and I'll be like whipping up some stuff, it takes time to learn.
Yeah. And you have to enjoy it too, because if you don't enjoy what you're doing, you're not going to want to continue to pursue it.
Maybe that's why I haven't really learned to cook.
Yeah. Maybe you don't really enjoy it. I enjoy the cooking part of it, but I enjoy feeding people more. So it gives me joy for people to eat what I cook and be like, oh, this is so good. It gives me fulfillment.
Yeah. I don't think I get fulfillment from that. I'm like, let's go out to eat somewhere.
Yeah. Kelly said, sometimes I have to walk away from a door hanger because I don't like it. And then I come back and I'm like, oh, well, that's super cute.
Yes.
I feel like you even had that, like you didn't dislike what you painted last night, and we can't show you because it's a project for SA Live. So it's top secret. But last night she painted something and it was cute. But then this morning she walked in it with and looked at it with fresh eyes. And she was like, these are just so cute. It was like the sleeping on it gives you a little bit of perspective.
Oh yeah, that's right. They're right over there hidden. But I was just like, oh my gosh, these are adorable. But last night, I was too in the project to notice what I was doing.
You're looking at it this close and working on every painstaking detail. And so you're not able to see the whole picture.
I have realized that I can paint so much better when I put my readers on. It is very, very helpful, y'all.
Comment old. If you paint with readers on. I know a lot of you do.
Getting old. And she found some. I'm like, I'm gonna have to have my readers with me all the time now. That was so much.
Do you also paint with all these lights on?
Yeah.
Because I've noticed that my ladies at my SA Live events are painting with their readers, and they've all brought their own little tabletop lights. So it's like they need a lot of light, and they need the glasses.
Yep, it helps so much. Yeah.
No, I don't live in Tennessee, Tony. I still live in Kentucky, but the part of Kentucky I'm on is on the Tennessee border. So I'm only about 2 hours away from Heidi.
Yay.
Lots of visits to come.
Yes.
Elizabeth said, I want to paint like Charlie. She just does it without thinking. Last night, she was already done with something and she walked over to show you and you're like, you're already done? I said, she will paint faster than anybody else in the room.
Yeah, she had like 5 projects done and we were still working on the same one.
Monica said, are y'all painting something together? We painted together last night. I painted our workshop design on a canvas, and she worked on one of the projects that she's going to be teaching at my SA Live event in Destin.
I can't show it. I want to so bad, but I can't.
Mary says, I use bifocals. My head bobs up and down.
Yeah, last night I was talking to, I'm sure I look like an old lady. I was like, Tamara would tell me something, and I'd be like, yeah, and then.
Hey, that's like not old lady. That's sexy teacher.
Oh, is it librarian?
Yes, sexy librarian.
That's what we're going to go with. This is a librarian look.
Oh, my goodness.
I know. I'll just look. They say you look smarter if you just wear glasses. Do I look smarter?
Brittany says, yes, definitely. Brittany says, I saw the paint party. I'm curious. Can you tell me more? Yeah, we got squirreled before I finished telling you about it.
Sorry, y'all.
It's okay. So here's what you get when you sign up. You get templates or tracers for both sides of this design. One side has the pumpkins in the truck. The other side has the pumpkin or has a Christmas tree in the truck with snow in the background. And I even put snow text along the bottom to kind of give it a textured look. So the $10 is your registration for the class. We're giving you 2 templates, a supply list, and access to the videos with replays. And it's all going down in a private Facebook group. And we do have an optional kit that you can grab, and it comes with the 3D words for both sides of the project. Now, we're not going to be teaching how to paint the snow side inside the workshop. That will be taught inside of our Painters Clubhouse membership if you do decide to join after the workshop's over. And then Heidi's got something coming up too. You want to tell them about that?
Yes. And then let's talk about prizes too.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So we're going to be doing that. This is Honey. Can y'all want to say hi
So
to Honey?
cute. Hi, honey.
Oh my gosh, I love Honey so much. So Honey the Highlander is our fall ball. So fall ball happens in September. So right now we do have a wait list. If you want to get on the wait list to paint her, and then again, some of you may be thinking there's no freaking way you can do this. I walk you through step by step over 2 evenings. So it'll be at 7 p.m. at night. I'll walk you through the first part, and then the next night I'll walk you through the next part. And then the cool thing about Honey is that we already have people inside Paint Party headquarters that are making money with Honey. Oh,
That just rhymes.
I didn't even mean to do that.
Make money, honey.
Make money with honey. Make money with Honey. So we already have people making tons of money with Honey. I can't even help
You can't even
myself.
talk without rhyming.
I just became a poet and didn't know it. So anyway, so the cool part about this is I teach you how to do this, and then I'll also teach you how to use it for your first paint party to make money with Honey. Now I feel weird saying it. And then that's going to happen in September, but you can sign up for the wait list so you'll be the first to know. And then some of the prizes that we're going to be giving, like while you're a part, we like to do prizes. I know you probably do this too, Tamara.
Yes.
But like one of the prizes is a painted hat. And then there's also like a chance for you to get one where you can actually paint it. I have so many things everywhere in this place.
That is so cute.
But yeah, it's like a painted hat. And then another one of the really cool prizes is these fun Highlanders that I got from Hobby Lobby. And so one lucky person is going to win a pair of these, which I'm
how cute.
very excited about. So these are from Hobby Lobby. So if you're like, I just want to go buy these and not try to win them, you can get them at Hobby Lobby. But anyway, these are going to be one of the prizes.
We do prizes in my workshop too, and we usually give away wood blanks that you can paint, or a deco art paint pack. We've done gift cards to our shop and stuff like that. So lots of fun things.
It's so fun. I love these. This is.
I feel like you painted. How many times have you painted this cow so far? Because I've seen him on all, or her on all surfaces.
Oh my gosh. So
There's so many of her.
Oh, y'all. Okay. Does anybody watch Love on the Spectrum? Love on the Spectrum. Tanner. Oh my gosh. His Instagram is Tanner.
Wow,
with
that's
the
a big
Tissa.
one.
Yeah. This one I did giant. And I do giant ones like this. So when you do paint parties and then you pose with the photo with everybody holding theirs, it looks really cool. But I painted another smaller one and gave it to Tanner. And then Tanner went on his Instagram and said, "Thank you, Heidi. I love the cow. It's so cute." And I was like, I felt like just a fangirl. I'm so excited.
Danetta wants to paint Honey. Marina says, wait list, please. Y'all, we put the link to the wait list up in the video description for you. So you can go and click over there, and Heidi will probably email you as soon as the signups begin.
Yeah, and signups will begin next month. So it won't happen until, I think, mid-August. When does your challenge start?
Mine starts in just a couple weeks, August 5th and 7th. So you can sign up now, go ahead and get in the Facebook group, be ordering your supplies and getting prepared. So, and if you don't feel like you're able to purchase the kit, because I know people are on a budget, grab a Dollar Tree canvas and print out the smaller version of this and just paint along with us on a canvas. I'm going to keep this and probably put this up on a shelf with my pumpkins and things for fall. So
yeah, awesome. That's the thing, is you can paint on everything. So I'm going to paint one on one of the little jewelry boxes.
Heidi's been painting on a little bit of everything. She's got records that are painted.
Oh yeah.
Jewelry boxes.
Yeah, I did some record painting. Because again, for paint parties, I mean, door hangers, records. I'm going to paint on this little purse that I got from Hobby Lobby. And then of course I got a ton of little jewelry boxes to paint on.
Cute.
It's just fun.
So y'all are going to love this. Heidi has never heard of toll painting.
I have no idea what that
Drop
was.
a comment and tell us what toll painting is if you know what it is. I was telling her, I said, I feel like the trend right now, you know how clothes go through a trend, and right now everybody's wearing stuff from the 90s and the early 2000s, and it's kind of trending back.
Which are the best clothes. I love the 90s.
Apparently art goes through trends too. And I feel like the toll painting trend is coming back. People are painting on any sort of inanimate object, hats, records, jewelry boxes. I've seen coolers, basketballs, footballs,
volleyballs.
trucker hats.
Mm-hmm.
Miss Pam inside my membership has been painting lots of denim lately, and she's planning on bringing several pieces and selling them in her vendor booth at SA Live, like a denim vest, a denim jacket. I've seen lots of people painting blue jeans for like their senior in high school, and it says senior down the leg.
Oh, that's adorable.
Super cute. We're planning on doing like a painted denim fashion show at SA Live in Destin. So you'll have to paint some denim.
Oh, I am on it. I am so excited right now. So what's the theme?
The theme for the event is made for sunshine and creativity.
Made for sunshine and creativity. Okay, so we want it to, oh my gosh, beach art is obviously my favorite art. So
you're really good at that. You have lots of practice painting surfboards.
I love beach art. So yeah, I'm going to paint a whole beach theme, and it's just blue jean and anything.
Monica says you're too young to remember toll painting. I know, but a lot of you have told me about toll painting. So I went down a whole rabbit hole one time Googling toll painting, because you guys had told me you hadn't painted since your days doing toll painting. And now you're painting door hangers with me. I'm like, what is a toll?
And I was like, TOLL. She said, nope.
And I was like, no, it's not like toll isn't a thing. It's a style of painting on inanimate objects, apparently.
We could paint on this jar so we don't have to see the gross water.
Aren't her little water jars so cute? Like,
I love them.
What is this?
I got them at Marshall's.
They're adorable.
Yeah, no, Home Goods, just like those sets of little mason jars. And I was like, this is perfect for paint water.
Tony's painted denim and sweatshirt. So yeah, just paint any piece of denim to like represent you and who you are. It doesn't have to have a painted theme on it necessarily. I'll probably do some cute jeans or something and wear like a fun top with it.
I already have so many ideas. So excited. I got to go to Goodwill now. Give me some more.
You have a good Goodwill here too.
Oh my gosh, y'all. Me and Pixie spent 2.5 hours in Goodwill the other day. So much fun. I love it.
Monica says folk painting. Yes, that's a good way to describe it for sure.
I love folk painting. That's one of my favorites. Okay, what else do we need to?
I'm trying to think if there was anything else we were going to tell them about. Sign up for my workshop. Get on Heidi's wait list so you can join her for her fall ball in September.
September, yeah. So yours is in a couple weeks, and then mine will be in September.
And then, of course, those of you who are joining us in Destin will see us in October at the beach, and we'll paint together.
Yay! Can't wait. All right.
All right. Thanks, guys.
All right, y'all have a good day. I'll see you soon.
Bye.
Bye.